fall.
One fall!
And it is the opening round contest of our Cruiserweight Championship Tournament. Introducing first, hailing from St. John, New Brunswick, he is the Bloodfeather, Draice Durning!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Superstars of Wrestling, Bound in Chains. And we have our first round matchup of our Cruiserweight tournament, and we're starting with a bit of a grudge match, Kotsab. The Bloodfeather, Draice Durning, and the Kid, Rudy Lockhart.
Well, I know Draice has been wanting to get his hands on Rudy Lockhart for months now. And what started off as a friendly rivalry has turned into just that, a blood feud featuring the Bloodfeather.
Gary, what is your logic here to start such a friendly competition with a grudge match?
Well, I mean, this is the match that I want to see. I want to see Draice step up and take a match.
And his opponent.
I've set him up for so many matches in the past, and he keeps failing. This, I want to see
from
him
Halifax,
come
Nova
through.
Scotia, ladies and gentlemen, the Kid, Rudy Lockhart!
And as you said, this is a grudge match, and I am looking forward to it.
The Kid, Rudy Lockhart. Kotsab, this is music to your ears. What do you think of these jeers for Rudy?
Hey, I think that Rudy is the one embracing it. Rudy seems happy about it. He's finally realized, look at him, he's laughing about it. He's smiling about it.
Well, if
He
it ain't...
started off in this company as someone who thought he was going to be a fan favorite. He maybe cared a little too much about what the fans think. And now this newfound attitude of Rudy Lockhart, look at it, he's showing that to him, the opinions of the audience doesn't matter.
Look at this, disgusting. Destroying the sign of a fan in the front row. And for those who don't know, Rudy Lockhart was in a tag team contest with Draice Durning months ago and literally turned his back on him. He turned his back and walked out, leaving Draice high and dry for the heathens to pick his bones.
Again, Draice failed. I set him up for success, and he failed every time.
I think this kid, I've used a lot of words to describe Draice. I don't think fail's one of them, but it appears that Rudy can't fail. And speaking of turn your back, don't turn your back on the Bloodfeather. Suicida to start this match, Kotsab.
I was about to make a comment about how Rudy is the veteran of this match, but making a mistake you would think someone with the experience level of Draice would make, turning his back on his opponent.
Well, you mentioned, Gary, this being a test, and Draice taking the test seriously, not letting Rudy get out the blocks.
No, he's taking it to him first. This is the attitude we want to see from Draice. Anger.
Our table. Remember what happened last time Draice was here against Alex.
Draice, I thought almost cracked his head open on the floor. And
Wow. That was definite.
And what a shot to the midsection. Folds Lockhart.
This is the Draice we need. Uncle Kotsab, if you've been getting with him and coaching him on the side, we've been talking about this for a while, that his father's at his ear all the time. Maybe that's not the best role model for him.
yeah, well, I mean, he's got his father's athleticism, that's for sure. But right now, we're seeing that Draice might also have his father's temper. I've been on the hands of a beatdown by a Durning like this. It's not fun, and Rudy is experiencing it himself right now.
Oh, and those knife-edge chops you saw Draice earlier throw him into the ring post. You saw him using a foreign object. Pettifer has got to get control here, man. This is supposed to be a contest of, pure cruiserweight skill, but Draice is turning into a dogfight.
Love it. This is the Draice that I wanted to see come out for a long time. I love this kid. I think he can go far, but I think with his soft attitude before, probably from his father, this is something that I really want to see out of him.
What I haven't heard it yet. Has the bell rung? Like, what? Has this match started? Because they've been on the outside of the ring a long time.
This is true. And there is some bloodlust from the Bloodfeather as he calls for one more in the St. John crowd firmly behind him. Draice riding the wave of momentum. And this contest is officially underway.
Here we go.
And Gary, I mean, Rudy essentially has been in a match before the match.
Yeah, he's. I didn't think Draice was going to take it to him as quickly as he did, but again, I love it. But I also love seeing Rudy's new attitude as well. As we said before, he thought he was going to be the fan favorite coming in, pander to the crowd too much. This new attitude can get him wins.
Oh, what a beautiful snap suplex from Rudy Lockhart. And Josh, I know you're a fan of his new attitude, and it's working. 4 straight victories for Rudy Lockhart.
4 straight victories for Rudy Lockhart. He's got to make sure that this audience doesn't get in his head. We saw him with that snap suplex, shades of the Dynamite Kid. Thought he was going for his headbutt too, but Draice cutting him off.
Draice calling out for the superplex.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference in experience here. Rudy, even though he's a young man, the experience here, he's not yelling out his move.
No, you're right.
This isn't an anime. You don't yell out your special fight combat move before you do it.
Draice eating a serving of cheeky Nando's, as well as getting driven into the top turnbuckle and a back suplex. Gary Lockhart in the driver's seat.
I think, well, look at the attitude again. He's not pandering to the crowd. The old Rudy would have been on the top rope looking for cheers. This is the Rudy we wanted to see.
You see him nursing his neck, though. Draice was so smart to, attack. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like that style, but do you like this attitude of Draice?
I do. I think I've been saying for a while, Draice needs to get more aggressive. I think being such a young kid and having the audience on your side, it's kind of a high that you get, but you need a little bit more aggression in there. We're seeing it, but if you look, though, he's still paying a little bit too much attention to the audience, yelling superplex before he does it.
It is not wise to telegraph that. You're absolutely right. Oh, and Gary. Is it smart to get in a chop battle with a graduate of a New Japan dojo?
I wouldn't say so, but we haven't seen a lot of Draice, right? He's still young, but no, I don't think getting into a chop battle with this man is a good idea.
And Josh, you see that Rudy really is an amalgamation of styles. Knife edge chops a la Japan, European uppercuts, snapmares. Really just a smorgasbord of stuff.
His style is aggression, and whether that's going to come from an all-Japan style or British strong style, it really doesn't matter to Rudy as long as he's hurting his opponent. And as we see Draice rise and kick the mat, I think that's exactly what he's doing.
Oh, and speaking of Japan, look at these slaps. Slapping the taste out of each other.
Did they ever? I think I seen a tooth come out. Oh, there it did.
Oh, and Rudy cuts him off with that knee to the midsection. Rudy now, hard Irish whip. Draice pumps the brakes, able to get over him. Oh, and Rudy, that's that veteran skill, able to get a foot up.
Get the foot up.
And a diving European uppercut.
Yeah, you get the foot up, and he knows, too. He knows how the body reacts. He knows when you get that foot up that Draice was going to turn right around and be in position for that diving European uppercut. Rudy is one of the smartest competitors in Superstars of Wrestling.
Would you agree with that, Gary? Very cerebral.
He is very cerebral. He's fast, but he's very powerful.
And as you say that, picture-perfect body slam. Only one count, though. But as we've mentioned before, rapid-fire counts can exhaust them. Do you agree with the statement that he's going to be the new champion?
How could you not at least consider it? Rudy's in this tournament for, you mentioned it. How many matches do they need to win in this tournament?
3.
3. And he's going on his 5th straight win if he beats Draice tonight?
If he beats the Bloodfeather, but we
right.
shouldn't count out the Bloodfeather.
We should never cut out the Bloodfeather. Like I said, I love the kid. I want to see him excel, but every time I set him up, I set him up for a title match against Wesley Pipes. What did he do? Bled all over our nice ring, and now we got to get it clean.
You and I have definitely different views on what went down that night, but I have to give Rudy credit, man. This crowd chanting "Rudy sucks," and he was focused on that straitjacket. But Draice fighting back.
Well, he kind of let it get to him a little bit there, but he maintained control as much as he could. And then he knocked Draice's head into the 3rd row with a lariat.
We mentioned New Japan Pro Wrestling. Satoshi Kojima would be proud of that lariat.
Yes, he would.
He's letting the crowd get his hair.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Veteran experience is not coming through.
Draice kips up and throws a flurry of forearms.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you need to come to a VIP show.
Oh, and a Superman punch from a kid dressed as Goku. And we got a hat trick here, maybe? No. A little soul food on the menu, Gary.
Yes, served it up well. Again, this is the attitude I want to see from this kid.
Oh, Rudy able to evade. And look at that. That's the second time he's caught Draice in that, where he's gone face first in the top turnbuckle, Kotsab. What happened there?
I think Draice was thrown off, maybe the inexperience there when he didn't connect with what he thought he was going to. Draice had to get his wherewithal on where he was in the ring.
He was able to turn around, though, and hit that Falcon Arrow.
That was a nice Falcon Arrow. Seth Rollins would have approved.
Absolutely. You see Draice Durning donning the colors of Dragon Ball Z's Goku. He might have to go Super Saiyan to beat Rudy Lockhart.
I think that's what Draice is going to do.
Oh, that was a rough
And
ball.
you know what? We often
Draice
associate the
just
cruiserweight
lost it.
style with, high flying. Draice
Draice
with
is snapped. He's
Draice
pushing the referee
Oh,
away.
geez, I don't approve of this.
Yes,
Pushing
I
Pettifer.
do.
Of course you do. But you saw that double leg takedown. He has to be
That's not gonna
careful
help in the
not to get
match.
disqualified.
Come
No!
on, Right, that was too
He's
much, but I
DQ'd.
still love the attitude.
What are you doing, kid?
I can't argue
Wake
with
up!
it. He put his hands on Matt Pettifer twice. Terribly unprofessional. And you guys mentioned the mind games of this.
Oh, and he's
Rudy Lockhart
still losing
once
it.
again getting in the head of Draice Durning and getting the W.
Well, it is the inexperience of Draice Durning.
The crowd saying, let them fight. RJ Hooper talking with Matt Pettifer here.
Fortunately, ran
Ladies
for the
and
ref.
gentlemen,
The
your
match
winner
is
as a
over.
result of a
There's nothing.
disqualification and advancing to the second round, Rudy Lockhart.
I don't.
Hey, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Well,
I love Draice. What a stupid mistake. The kid had literally a golden opportunity at that Cruiserweight Championship.
Listen,
Just once could he get some DNA from his mother and get her brains. I know he's got his dad's
Will you
athleticism.
stop?
Now he's got his dad's brain in his head.
Listen.
A hothead who can't control himself.
Acting like the rest of the Durning family.
I'm very disappointed with that ending, but at the end of the day, you can't put your hand on an official. That being said, do I blame the kid? Maybe not a little bit, it's one of those situations where if someone left me high and dry, if someone betrayed me like that, I might not be able to keep my composure either.
Time and
Did
a
you-
place for it, though. Time and a place.
That's true.
Did he pin his shoulders to the mat and get in his head that way? But
Well, whether I like it or not, the result is the kid, Rudy Lockhart, advances. That makes it 5 in a row. It doesn't matter if it's via countout, via DQ. It said the history books say 5 in a row for Rudy Lockhart.